What is up, guys? All right, so I don't normally do videos like this. I mean, I have similar in the past, but this is exactly as this guy, Mike, is it Fahey, on Kotaku stated that this phone, the Switch's phone enabled voice chat, is as ridiculous as expected. This looks a hot mess. I'm gonna throw up some screenshots. One thing I want to point out too is it looks to be that he also has that Horrid Splatoon 2 Splat Pack starter set because it comes with those little grips that you see on his analog sticks. So just wanted to throw to throw that out there. But yeah. So Nintendo. We've had podcasts on this in the past in reference to this chat app, and to me, this chat app could have been something implemented into the system itself. I don't understand why Nintendo have to make things so freaking difficult. As y'all see from this photo, this is in fact a hot mess. It is a hot mess. Look at this. You've got wires all over the place, and he has some kind of grip or something for his phone. It's a mess. You've got all these cables all over the place, and this headset, which, I mean, to each his own. I don't plan on purchasing this headset, and I'm gonna have to, I guess, figure out another way to be able to implement this. Now, I did also watch a video earlier today in reference to Game Explain. They were speaking about the chat app, and a lot of things that this guy, Mike Fahey, listed in this article here are things that the guys at Game Explain pointed out as well. Just a little bit of what he stated here. It says, in order to communicate with friends over voice in Splatoon 2, and only friends, as is the Nintendo way. We know how Nintendo is. Each friend will need to have the Nintendo Online app downloaded and running on their phone or tablet. Players will need a communication headset of some sort plugged into their phone. If they want to hear game sounds and chat, they'll either need a one-sided headset or a splitter. Why do we have to go through all of this just to be able to chat with our friends while we're playing a stupid game? Okay, granted, Splatoon is not stupid, but y'all gather what I'm talking about. This is mind-numbing. This is so convoluted. Nintendo, y'all should have known better than this. You have this system. Hell, you've got the the 3DS. You can voice chat on that on certain games. You've got the and that's built in. You've got this PlayStation Vita over here. Voice chat is implemented in that as well. And guess what? I can communicate with folks on certain games on that as well. And it has a camera, which I don't care about the camera portion, but let's move on. So, not only that, one of the players in your group must then go into the Splatoon 2's multiplayer section and create a private room by the online lounge section, sending out invitations to each friend they want to chat with. Now, Game Explain. When they were speaking about this, like for instance, they give you online features of contacting your friends, one of which is Twitter. But if you're going to send out a request, an invitation on Twitter, guess what? It sends it as just one message to where anybody that's following you on Twitter will get it and will, if they want to, can I guess join your chat. But it's open to anybody that's following you on Twitter. There's no filter at this time, okay? That's not to say that this is not going to be fleshed out in the future, but at this time, from what I saw or heard, there is no feature to filter that out. So if you're sending this out to folks that are following you on Twitter, it's going to go as just a generalized message and anybody will be able to join. So if you have a ton of followers, that could be a problem. So let's go back to this article here. The online lounge mode only allows for private games between people present in the lounge. Voice chat will also work in league battles, Splatfest battles, and Salmon Run co-op. Ranked games and basic multiplayer battles are excluded. Again, Nintendo, why so convoluted? Why can't this just be a simple thing? Why does everything have to be so difficult with you all? Instead of walking a straight line from point A to B, you gotta walk a couple steps in front of you, make a beeline to the left, zigzag over to the right, hop back about 15 steps, come forward about... Why you gotta go through all this? Like, why? Anywho. So, there's an update here that was made on July 19th at 1:55 p.m. They basically state it also bears mentioning that switching to another app or taking a phone call on the phone that's being used for Splatoon 2's chat will disconnect the player from the room until they return to the Switch Online app. Basically, again, from Game Explain, if you just, swipe down to check your notifications, boom, it mutes. If your phone were to go to sleep, go into sleep mode while you're playing, boom, it mutes. I mean, oh my goodness, guys, this is so ridiculous. So ridiculous. So let's keep going. So from the Nintendo fact, someone posed a question. If I use my smart device's other features such as text, social media, etc., will I be disconnected? Answer. The voice chat will disconnect while you're talking on the phone or using another application, but your voice chat will restart in the same room once you open the Nintendo Switch Online application again, as long as the game session is still ongoing. Nintendo. Okay, so I'm gonna interject here. I don't want people to feel that this situation here in reference to the voice chat app muting while you're on a call and that nature, that is not the frustration. It's not the frustration that I have. The frustration that I have is just you checking notifications, or maybe you receive, like I said, a text message or anything of that nature. It'll mute everything. Now granted, this may not be a bad thing. It may not. We could possibly be over analyzing these things. But as everything states now, we're only mere days away from Splatoon coming out and this app up and running fully. Okay, so we don't fully know how these things are going to be until then. But based off of what some have already experienced, this does not seem like a feasible way to be able to communicate with your friends while you are playing your game. That's all I'm saying. Again, why can't we just plug in a headset and a 3.5mm headset jack and be done? Why do we have to have an actual app? Number one. Number two, why do we need all these splitters and cables and things of that nature just to talk to friends in a game that we are playing? Nintendo. Y'all really need to get it together.